Just tell yourself it's lemonade.
I hear you prima donnas are going to be full-time living in an RV. Is that right?
No.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, yes.
No? You're not ready for this, are you? This prima donna's not ready. I don't think she has what it takes to be out here in the woods, roughing it. You think something's funny? You think this is a game? You get back here, Missy. You're already down one.
Oh, man.
Who's the next yellow-bellied sissy that's going to back out on this?
Look.
I don't think y'all are ready,
She's coming
Parnell
back.
family.
She's coming back.
Get in line, son. You better tighten up. And you, ma'am, get back over here.
That was fine.
So what's your job going to be in this venture? What you got those things for? You don't know?
She
You need to learn. You know what those are for? That's for the poop. You're going to have to clear the whole family's poop out of this RV. Are you ready for it?
Yeah.
I don't think so. What are you doing? You fixing something? You didn't even know what those are called? Oh, man. What are y'all thinking? These kids aren't ready. Are you even ready? You think you can clear out the poop line without getting it all in the RV, sir? I don't think so. And you want to put your whole 3,400 square foot house inside this RV? You're gonna have to downsize. You can't fit all that stuff in there and carry it across the country. And who's doing the driving? Yes, ma'am is your answer.
Me, ma'am.
All right, you're gonna drive
Yes, ma'am.
this thing. I was in a car with you once, and I thought we were gonna hit the guardrail. I don't think you're ready. I don't know. This might have been a crazy idea. This is dangerous stuff. There's nothing to be fooling around with. All right, what are you doing? You're gonna clean up the place?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. And what about that soldier over there? What's he doing?
Sniffing around.
Charlie?
He looks Charlie.
He's wandering around.
he's
You look too happy, sir.
No. He
You
looks,
are RVing.
Yeah,
Are you ready for misery
He's looking.
and roughing it? All right. Well, I wish y'all the best of luck. Gotta say, I'm worried about you. I'll be watching you online to make sure you survive this crazy adventure. All right. Can't be soft. You gotta toughen up. You gotta be ready for this, and you gotta do all the stuff that needs to be done to survive life on the road. Sick of the look of you. Dismiss.
Recording has commenced.
Okay. I'll put you on my shoulder like a parrot. Alright. Ready?
Yes. This is Tim Parnell's first attempt at pulling his new home. For the sake of our just testing power tonight, you could get away with leaving it. If you were going to be parked here,
That's a good point.
yeah. You got to think of all the things you got to do with the things.
$50 amp? Now you said plug it into here first,
Yes.
because that way we want to know if it's gonna.
Yes. Ideally, if it would have turned red when we first set up, we would have never done everything else.
I mean, it's green.
Okay. So now shut it back off
Oh yeah.
and then connect it.
It's the nuanced steps there.
Yeah. You will be all right.
Daddy, how'd you lose your limb? Well.
If you screw anything up moving forward and I had nothing to do with it, tell me all about it.
Okay.
If it's something I told you wrong or just didn't tell you, I don't want to know.
Hey, look. At the end of the day, people, you always get what you pay for. She is volunteering all this information.
No, it cost them a hot dog meal and a burger meal for me and my
At the
kiddo.
very least. The night is young. We still got dinner somewhere.
I thought we were turning up. Turn down for what?
Okay.
All right.
So now what do you think? Go inside and test the thingamajiggy?
Yeah, I think the only way to really know for sure is to get that AC on and see if it trips everything up. The RV, I've usually kept them in the truck. One flew, so I said, okay, this is where they live now.
Got it.
All right, Declan, we got a job for you. You want to help? Okay, they're a little yucky. Do you mind getting a little yucky? Okay, so I'll show you the first one. This pad goes under your RV has feet. Her name is Classy and she has 6 feet. So this has to go perfectly underneath, so this sits on that. You think you can do it for the other 5? Well, you're missing a foot. Let's just do, here you go. Do the 2 on this side and then come back for the other ones. And now, yeah, there you go. Face it up so that you see the honeycomb. These really aren't necessary on a concrete pad like this. If you have like, what's the stuff called that's black that's like,
Oh yeah, asphalt type
yeah,
stuff.
you can sink into that.
Gotcha.
If you're really hot. This isn't, you're not gonna sink into
So
it.
that's why you have the honeycombs up, so you
Yeah.
don't stick those in the asphalt.
Also super important if you're on any type of dirt, rocks, grass. I don't know how
Yeah.
fun you'll get. I'm missing one, so just you pick 2 to put on the other side. Definitely one in front. So, all right, Tim, based on your training today, what do you think? What do you think is the first thing that you need to do to break down this RV?
Pray.
Amen. All right. Once you've spoken to the Lord,
All right. Yep.
what's your next step?
I'm feeling good about this. Disconnect
Wrong.
the power. So we got it connected.
No.
We already did.
Okay.
You just. All right.
Always do inside, outside.
Oh.
Do the reverse of what we did before. When we set up, you connected everything outside, then you went in. You want to disconnect, close your slides, and then come mess with outside.
All right. So we're going inside.
So our power is only disconnected because there's a power issue, but that would normally be the last thing you do because you don't want to use your battery, closing
Oh, yeah.
slides and all that stuff.
Fun fact: our very first time out here, learning how to do this, we potentially have a significant issue with our power supply. So we're packing up. We're going to move over here a couple campsites over, and which is going to give me more practice to do this. So
See, it all worked out.
It's always a plan. So, sorry.
It's part of the process.
This we can just take out last minute. Right?
Yeah.
All right, so now you're not letting
You
me
missing
buy-
one other thing.
Oh my gosh. One other.
Well, it has to. Well, two things. One has to do with him, which is that ladder.
Yeah. You gotta get down in front of
Can you give him to her in the car?
Huh?
Could you give him to her in the car?
Oh, she's doing that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Just she's at the window. Just get there. Okay, put that ladder up.
Declan, that's your job when you guys break down.
Okay.
Okay. Look down and around.
Stop. We're trying to put this up.
The game that I'm better at than you.
So like here.
Sure.
All right.
All right.
I like how you stood in the way. You didn't put me up there until I was
Exactly.
had a complete level 1. Now we're at boss level. Yay! That was easy.
Okay.
All right, so we got to pull these in a certain order. You know what? I need to open these doors so I can listen.
Boom.
Yes. Doors open. We're going to close 3 and 4 first.
You will smack your face on that cabinet door before you move out of this thing. Just
Okay, good.
sorry for the negative omen, but it's gonna happen.
Okay, all right. So, awnings are in. So now we're going with in on 3 or 4.
And simplest is just go reverse order. 4, 3, 2, 1. I would imagine things would close if you press more than one at a time. Never tried that. I'd rather focus on one at a time.
Sure.
So mechanically, probably works.
How do you know when to stop? Does it stop?
It'll stop itself. It'll go. "Oh." Yeah. Ah, but what do you need to do before 2? Bow, bow, bow. Declan, the walls are literally closing in on us.
No, that's Dada.
Did it?
All right, we gotta go. This wall's gonna squish you. That's not gonna feel too good.
Come over here, bud.
Bye. Oh.
It's a transformer house, bub. How
Right?
cool is that?
Not horse
Is it all the way in?
So you're literally just pushing buttons.
All right.
Bub, let's go.
Why? Where are you going?
It's go time. We gotta go outside because now we're working outside.
All right, one more step. Haha.
Literally.
You see what I did there?
Literally. Clever girl.
There's your tug test.
Tug test. Okay.
Okay.
Checking the back stairs. Although I know they're already up.
Yep. And I encourage you, that's a good point. Once you close your stairs, as you walk to the other side, check your tires.
Okay.
We found a gash in one of them when we were about to drive a good 8-9 hours.
Woo.
And ended up having to hang out at a fort something. One of the forts. Yeah, I usually just do everything in reverse. So sewer, water, power. I don't know if those are your size or... There you go.
I'm blue if I was green.
You ready for Blue Man Group?
That's right. Cover myself with paint. Feet on some drums.
Okay, and grab your bag with that little black bag with your caps.
Luckily, I don't think anyone's used the potties in here. What do you want to make sure before you disconnect?
What do I want to make sure of?
What's the worst thing that could happen to you?
That my black valve things are not closed.
Boom. Now, if you were, again, if you had used these, you'd want to disconnect from the coach first.
Ah,
Because if there's anything in there, it's a gift from Diana. No, the one that's hanging. Just tell yourself it's lemonade.
oh, oh. That's what you need. I gotta hold this up. Come up here. Always picking it up. Shoes. It is poop water. And we're not kidding. It's seriously poop water. Get away from it. Because she knows I'm telling the truth.
Yes. I don't know if you've seen, but there are videos, some people have made like trays that slide out on the other side particularly.
Yeah.
So like instead of trying to reach for stuff that's all the way in, you have like these trays that slide out.
Yep, I'm down.
If I was a lifer and I cared more, I'd love that kind of stuff. Is your water off?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that earlier.
Roll it up or jam it in. Just make sure both ends are facing up so they're not spilling on anything. You know, as you wedge it in. Or you can do that. You can actually just make sure it's empty. Guys, I didn't teach him this. He had this skill already.
Of course, it's not exactly working, but
What's that?
I'm pretty sure I can count exactly one time that I bothered to roll my hose up neatly. And I'm sure my neighbors were looking out the window next door to me every time I packed up and said, what a lazy bum.
they're saying what?
That I've got to be the laziest bum ever as they watch me just jam it in there.
Hey, just remember, this is all still new to me, so I'm like, I still care, you know? Like,
No, I think most people do that.
Oh, is that right?
I think I'm just like, whatever.
It seemed like the natural thing to do, so I went with
Yeah.
it.
I'm impressed.
This goes in there as well.
Yeah, I mean, all this is optional. You know, you could put your power hose in the back of your truck if you want it. But it's not protected from the elements in there.
Well, we are going to go to a campsite.
Yeah. Give them moving.
No! Missed it!
But you do want to open that and shut off the gas.
I'm not normally an organized person, but I see the need.
Look at RV life helping you grow.
That's the whole point here, you know? Learn new skills. Become cooler. So now, have to do anything there?
No, it doesn't really matter.
So this is just pointing at that one because that's the one we're using.
Yeah.
The next step, I should probably lower the tailgate, and I think we lowered the trailer, so we should raise it back up a bit.
Yeah. I always lower the tailgate and get closer. Just get them right, you know,
To see where we're at.
like maybe 6 to 12 inches from each other so I can just see. Your line of sight is clear at that point to know if you need to go up or down. But yeah, we did come down with the front, so probably it's going to go up.
Hey, Mom,
What's that?
can I borrow the keys to the truck?
Like, did he just really call me Mom? I think they're in my purse.
I gotta go digging through your purse. You really want that? You
Here,
really
you
want
just
that?
talk to the camera.
All right. So what had happened was, we came out here today in Texas, 110-degree weather, in the tail end of July. It is it's hot. It's hot. The air conditioner is not working because the power supply is compromised, we think. So we got a new site we're gonna go check out. So it gives me time to practice, scooch on over there, set up a couple things and see where we're at. So that's what's going on.
Okay. If you lift and push forward, it comes down easy. Don't know why.
Do you have to talk sweetly to it to get it to start too?
Might help. I don't know. This, no offense, but like me, you're probably gonna need the stool.
Oh, I see. Forget what that's.
No, you don't want to climb in there. You just want to stand next to it to yank that bar out.
Okay, but the bar's yanked.
Well, yeah, but you gotta get the pin out.
So I gotta get the pin. All right.
Now hold the bar while you pull the pin out. Okay, now yank it all the way towards you. Would have been much easier with a stool, but sure. All right, Declan, I'd like you to come down from there because I could just see you wanting to touch
I've been,
some of that.
I've been compensating for this height for a long time. So. All right. You gotta get out of the back.
All right. Declan, you gotta go to the peanut, or you could get in if you want. Can I go home?
So what had happened was power issues.
Can I go home? Why am I still in Hearst? That should be. So this is when I Google how late AutoZone stays open.
Okay.
So once we get this jumped, we can take it over to get the.
So let's talk about NOCO as a product. You're in a position where you need to get a jump, but you don't want to carry around a huge jumper. You get one of these, they're expensive, but generally effective. So,
AutoZone's open till 10.
what you do here?
Almost inside the truck.
Such a dude, Declan.
Let me see.
Are you tickling me?
Okay. Let's see what happens.
Okay. And who needs to get a new battery? Just, you know, just jump it every time, you know, until it really quits. Okay, stop. You need keys to open your teeny tiny door.
Okay, so leveler box.
Gold.
I had a shot at it. It was 50-50. I knew it wasn't. Okay. So the only objective here is to get that on there, so I need to lift this up.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go front. I don't want to push it up because that's I want the brake to go up.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Dude, why are you trying to like throw curveballs at me? Oh, they're in the minor leagues. Barely. Oh, I gotta do power?
Yeah.
Oh, the power. I can feel it.
All right, you gotta talk to yourself.
Talk to myself.
All right, tailgate's down. Oh, pull those cords out.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can get to them. It's just a little annoying because then you gotta climb under and really reach. Okay.
Or wait, do I just throw them in here?
I managed to get on here.
Sure.
I managed to get on here through
Yeah,
the
Bubba,
window.
I need you to get back in the truck, please. Thank you.
All right. Pins out. Bars pulled. Tailgates open. That's pretty much your checklist.
I'm not exactly lined up, but
All right, look at Timmy. He's backing up. Declan, stay there. Is he gonna get it on his first try?
how much back do I go?
Until you can't go back no more. Boom.
Drug test?
Sure. It's moving. Now rock it back. Good. Look at you getting on your first try.
Ooh.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving town. You don't need me anymore.
Okay.
Okay. Then you put children to work.
All right, Bubba. If you pick up all the orange things and bring them back to me, I'll time you. Go. They're outdoors. They're doing healthy things. It's barefoot. Oh, okay.
PT. Good for you. Good for me.
Thanks, Bub. Good help. All right.
How much seconds?
That was about 14 and a half seconds. Thirsty? There's some water in the trunk, I think, or maybe in the car. These go in there?
Sure. Because you wouldn't want them to fly out onto the highway. That's never happened to me, of course. All right, again, in real world, you'd lock everything. He's going too fast.
Yes, yes. It was so good to get to know you.
You too.
Y'all are awesome, and thank you for delivering, expert delivery of the rig. And so, yeah, and we sorted out all the money, which took some doing, a lot of cooperation. So y'all did great on that. The ladies did. So this is it.
We took a picture of it.